Good afternoon, all. Thank you for joining our today's webinar on how project templates can improve your design. I'm Sairam, working as a team lead EDA for alternate products at the GSAS Microsystems. Today, we'll be discussing in detail how the project templates can improve your design flow. And before jumping into today's webinar topic, this session is recording. If anyone having any questions during the presentation or during the demonstration, please feel free to type in your chat. We can discuss your questions at the end of the presentation. And then, yes, let us get started. Today, our agenda is about discussing about design approach and discussing about what happens when we don't prepare. And we're going to discuss in detail about the TCP project templates, how they will help you to work on these challenges. Yes, if you discuss about the first thing, design approach. How you approach a design project, each person or organization is different in how they handle their design workflow. Some are more compartmentalized and others have one person that does everything. But regardless of the sizing of the company or how granular each person's job is, we all have to answer the same questions. Things like how do we name new schematic files or PCB files? Where and how do we store your projects and its associated files? Do you want to host it locally, online, or both? What file structure should each of our design consist of? Schematic PCB file, draftsman documents, do we need to include technical documents, and so on? Do we know what kind of output files we need, and are there any customized output job files? And finally, do we back up our projects just in case when we work by ourselves? We often ignore some of these questions thinking we don't really need to worry about them since we are just dealing with yourself. It may be a mess, just it's your mess. I think we all know how that ends up. It may be fine at first, but eventually it catches up with you and you can't find everything you need. Or if you do, it takes a lot of hunting. Also, if you do it takes a lot of funding and get a job in a company later. And this lack of organization is going to catch up with you. So it is important to build these skills now so it's not a problem later. The workflow and the processes of how your design is very important and must be followed at each stage of creation, storage, and production. Let's take a look at how the interaction between the departments can look like in a typical enterprise. A common example, a developer issues schematic and technical specifications. A designer then traces the board. Often the designer needs to pass the board back to the developer for review. If there are comments, the layout guy corrects them and again transfers the project to the schematic guy. Also, the layout guy often finds minor comments or issues in the diagram and can make edits to them himself. The issue here is that this can result in multiple copies of the documents, and it is important to know where the correct version are. So one just makes sure that the transfer and changes process are also well established. When the project is approved, a copy of it must be deposited in the archive in storage, and here to a certain set of files is needed. The completeness must be clearly defined, and uh, everyone needs to comply with it. And when you store your files, it is important to keep in the archive not only the board file and garbage, but also the project files as well as diagrams and other important documents. And finally, the production should take the approved files from the archive. You should also know where the latest version of the files that are ready for production are located. So what's happened when you don't prepare? Well, several problems can arise. You can have many copies of the project, making it difficult to know which is the latest, most up-to-date version. You can add the date in the storage, but that's not always a good solution. You can end up with the same or non-descriptive file names, requiring you to open each one and compare, which is very error prone and leads to a lot of time spent on hunting for what you are looking for. You could be sending out the wrong version of your design, data loss if your storage method is not configured correctly. And finally, in the absence of proper control, a new employee who comes to the enterprise may submit to the archive an incomplete set of output files or in wrong format. I'm sure there are many problems that can arise when you don't prepare. Even when you do prepare, things can go wrong, but the goal is to minimize our risks. Now, let us talk about the project templates. What problems do project templates help solve? Well, they will speed up the process of creating a project, including properly naming your files. Project files can contain design, formatting, some text information. We can create pre-configured output of files with all the files that you require. And when working with Altin 365, which is a part of subscription, problems with backups, versioning, production access to files, and much more will be solved. It is quite easy to apply a project template. You just need to select it when creating a new project. Now let us see how we can create this project template. How we can use it this project template to minimize the creation time and selecting the appropriate set of documents for the project. We just have a look with a small demo. Yes, so let us now move on to the LTM designer. Yes, I hope are able to see the Ultimate Designer. The current version of Ultimate Designer is 22.5. This new version has been released a few days back. If you are not using, if you are in the subscription, please do update yourself to the latest version of Ultimate Designer. Now, let us start creating a project template, how we can create a project template. Now, I'll just show you. How we are creating a project for the project template, also we have to create the same way. Either go to File, New, just say Project. Here we have to choose a local project and the same way how you create, you can see here. I have already a few templates being created. That's why it is showing here. Now, once your project is created, once you store those documents, design by the templates, those things also will be displayed over here. Now, let us create a new with the name. I'm just giving this name and this is a location I'm going to store. Let us be this location. Just click on create. Okay, now I have created the project. Now it is going to create a project and it will be shown in the projects panel. Okay, this is the name of my project. Now, now we are going to add a schematic sheet. That means a design file to start with. The schematic sheet we are going to add. To add the schematic sheet, I think you all know, just add it to project and just say schematic. You can see here, schematic sheet has been added. You can see there's a title box also. It's been shown, and if you want, you can able to customize this title box by using a template. How this sheet has been assigned, we can control on our own the template. To do so, go to here the setting symbol and uh, go to data management templates. You can see we have, as I have connected to the workspace, artificial workspace here. I have few templates posted on my workspace. That's why I just made this template my default. Or if you want to have any default templates, you can see here. This is a template I have assigned for this schematic sheet. Then whenever I add a new schematic sheet to the project or blank schematic sheet, automatically it will take from here. If you want, you can replace. And also we have an option. We can able to add a different set of schematic sheet templates and PCB, active bound draftsman, output of templates from here. We can able to add the same. Okay, like this, you can able to have a default set of schematic template, and the same will be automatically get added once you add a schematic sheet to the project. Now, let me add one more schematic sheet to this project. I click on this, the same add new to project and just schematic. Now, also the same schematic sheet has been applied to this as well, template. Now, I don't want this particular template to be applied for this schematic sheet too. I want to change it. How can I change it? Then when nothing's selected on the schematic, just go to panels, just go to properties, and just if you just scroll a little bit down, you can see option called template. Just go here, drop down. These are the templates where which are available in the item 365 cloud workspace, and these are the templates which are locally available. I want to use a local level template, or you can use this template. You can able to use whichever you require. Just whenever you select this document, it's asking just this document or all documents. I want to only for this document. Just click OK. You can see here automatically the particular template has been assigned to this schematic sheet. Okay, like this, you can able to add a schematic sheet, and you can able to change the schematic sheet template from the pre available templates in the local or from the your cloud workspace. Okay, like this, we will be adding the schematic sheet to the project. Now, let us add the PCB file to the design file to the project. Uh, Here, in this instance, I'm going to add the existing document where I'm going to, okay, just right click on this, add existing to project. Just browse the location where it is. This is the one. I'm going to add this PCB file. Just click on open. Okay. But here you can see when I add this particular document, this PCB document, as you can see, there is some kind of arrow mark showed on this particular document. This denotes this particular document is out of the folder where this project is residing. That means it has been different path. Then how can we overcome this challenge? It means whenever you get in project, all the project related support documents, that means design file, schematic, PCB, everything should be on the location where your PRG PCB file is got saved. To overcome this, right click as a save as. Um, Here also we have challenges. Right click explore. You need to uh, for the path of the location to save as. Okay, this saves. Okay, now you can see here, now this document and this all this part of the project, to know where this is located, I click on this and say explore. When I say explore, you can see here, it is showing that this particular document is part of the project folder. Okay, now if you see at least here, the reason why I have added existing document is maybe I need to use a particular set of PCB where which will be used for my design, and also as it is a board shape is predefined, so that it will overcome my time, so that I can able to directly jump in and doing the placement route. And suppose if I don't have this kind of template, again I have to rely on importing a design file, a DX file, a step file, defining the board shape. If your company having a few standards of PCB where these designs are only using, then you can create a templates for those kind of PCBs, and you can able to directly add them like this, so that you can able to overcome the time in design the board. You can see I got a board shape has been defined with this mounting holes, and if we can visualize a 3D, also there is some placement guideline also given by your team, that so that there is no chance of misplacing this particular SIM slots in a different location. And also you can see here the contour SIM holes where in the latest version of Alten this feature is being supported. Like this, you can have to add PCB where it's been predefined the outline and the mounting holes. Okay. Okay, like this, you can have to do the same. Now let us go and add, the raster documentation to this uh, project. I think there are some questions. I think Puranik, no need to worry. We will be sharing the recording of this session. Please follow from the beginning. We will share the recording for the session. Okay. Now let us, after adding the design file of PCB, now let us add, the draftsman documentation, which will help you to document your all your estimate drawings and fabrication drawings to this template project. To add this, right click on the project name, add new to project, and say draftsman document. Okay, here in the draftsman documentation, just we shall the fabrication, this default template, which is automatically available in my workspace, and just picking this one. I just, you can see here what is the source project and template. You can see here. Just click OK. When I click OK, see automatically it is adding the all the design views which are part of the template. Okay, it means you can have a templates like what all views you want. Just simply place a dummy views in the document and see a template. And once you add that particular template to the project, what all dummy views you added will be replaced by your PCBs. Okay, just we need to do the alignment of the particular thing. And next thing is we need to do the some kind of dimensioning need to be performed. Suppose this one we have to do the dimension. What is dimension? Just dimensioning need to be performed, and rest just a small kind of alignment between this kind of views. And if you want to add additional views, you can able to right click and you can add a new sheet, and you can able to add a different views as well. You can see here we got the mounting post, and if you want to put this notes is very important. Suppose in every design draftsman documentation, you need to put this kind of notes. It is as we discussed in the beginning, if you have a new employee who joined your team, he is not aware of these standards, then he simply generated a wrong document without the notes. Then what will happen when it comes to the fabricator may not see these notes, and it will be generating as per these standard. Then the board may not work as expected due to the standards what you are expecting is not being followed. But if we have this templates kind of thing, we have a notes set like this, then automatically by default, when we pick the particular template, what the documents are part of the uh, uh, design as part of the project template will get added, and there is no chance of doing the mistake. Okay, this is how we can able to overcome the that revision challenges and the missing document information inside the alternate design with the public templates. Okay, this all can able to add this one. Now, once you add this all these things, now we need to add the output job files for this project. I have a pre to do so. Let me take my folder again. This folder is very much required as I have the output job files pre-configured available in this location. Right click on this and again add existing to project. Then go to that particular location where I have the two output job files. This is my output job file. These two I want to have this. Then click open. When I click on open, again, it will be added to the project under settings or project files. The same here also we need to do the save as. Before saving as, let us open this and then we'll just save as to the location where it's been residing. Yes, taking my time. It's been done. Yes, now let us save as. I think make sure you should save in the location where the product is being stored. That is the important thing. Okay. Now this both are the part of this particular folder. Now let us give you some meaningful name to the each and every document. As we discussed, we need to give some meaningful name to the each and every document. How we can able to get this meaningful name? Now we can see here the output of file name. If you place a square bracket and if you mention the project name underscore the followed by the document name, automatically it will pick the name from the project. Okay. For this, we have to add for this all the same way. How can you add this? Right click on this, rename. In here, how we will rename? Just square bracket, uh, project name. Okay, and close the square bracket, underscore draftsman. Okay, okay, draftsman, and save this. Okay, whenever automatically the name it will take from the project name. Here also the same thing, rename. In this code, please let me copy this so that we can save some time. Okay, like this, if we give after adding the project name, automatically it will pick the name from the project name. Okay, now once the saving is done, now let us have a, little bit detailed look about the project output generation. Just go to the estimate drawings. This output jar file help you to what to say, uh, what all outputs required by your company in terms of assembly, in terms of fabrication. You can able to set those outputs functions here. Just user need to cross verify those functions and configurations, what whether they are set properly or not, whether it is in the settings. You just need to cross verify those settings and then just need to generate instead of in terms of draftsman documentation or in terms of control file. Just need to cross verify these settings and just need to click on generate. You can see for PCB prints and draftsman, I have the PDF. When you have got under fabrication section, when you search here automatically whatever fabrication files your company requires or your transfer requires, all set. Just need to cross check and just generate the same. And also DRC report need to be add a part of the project will also be generated. Now let us see how we can generate a draftsman documentation PDF output. Just click on the chain how it's been arranged. We can see here here is going to released which is managed by the project. Automatically is going to release in the project folder. If you want to manage manually, you can just set it and you can have to manage it manually. And what is the name of the folder is going to create? Is going to create the folder by the project name what is being given. Sprite name and application the same the folder going to create, and it's going to generate the file. And our output type, what is the output type will generate, and you can see this is the name of the file is going to give the project name, what is the project name is going to take, and output type say draftsman. Okay, project type underscore draftsman document. Like this is going to give the name to the particular output file which is going to store in the location. Just go ahead and generate how it looks this particular draftsman document. Just generate content is now generated in the file. See here, it's going to it's given in the name of project template demo underscore the PCB drawing. That is a PCB file name, and the project name is taken project template demo. That is the reason we are given square bracket project name. You can see rather than a draftsman, it's been generated as a PDF. See, this is how you can able to easily manage your projects with the help of the templates inside the RTM designer. And also, you can have to set this project. And yes, Pranik, thank you. I'll try to speak a bit slow. Yes, thank you so much for your feedback. Yes, and next important thing is giving some version names or information about the project in the title block. You can see here we are given some information about the wood drawn engineer, designer, and the checker. This information you can able to manage by in the project option. This also plays a very key role in tracking the versions and the revisions. To manage these parameters, we have to manage from the project options. For that, go to project and go to project options. Parameters, here we need to add the parameter, the same here how you mentioned, without equal to. Just click on, add a parameter, just say PCB underscore engineer. Okay, I just say me as a person who did PCB, and I will make a PCB designer, PCB underscore designer as RAM and PCB checker. Okay, as Ajay. Okay, just click OK and click OK. See, automatically uh, the data has been automatically been updated based on the parameters you have mentioned. Okay, and also we can also set some project options as well in terms of error reporting, like ERC, ethical rule check. When you perform the ethical rule check, we can also set some kind of options here for this project template. Based on these settings also, it will flag an error, like adding duplicate names, floating net labels. What's the kind of error we should flag? Okay, you can able to it will do only one pin. What is the status? It can be changeable, and also connection matrix. Also, we can able to set this one by using the project options as well. Okay, during the okay now once we set everything, we just make save everything, save all, and now we will go ahead and save this project template to the cloud workspace. For this, go to File. You can see the option called Save Project as Template to Server. Okay, just click on this option. Automatically, it will ask you to, yes, do you like to share under project, save under project template? Yes, I would like to save. Once you say OK, it will be pushing the data to the cloud. It will happen once we have connected to the cloud workspace. Just click. See here, the template has been successfully saved to server. You can be able to use it by using this option. Is saying this, click OK. Okay. Now we would like to see where this project is been stored or located inside your Altium 365 workspace. To access the same, go to panels and say Explorer. If you go to the panels Explorer, it will open the a window where you can see what content stored in the cloud can be accessible from here. Just go to manage content and the templates. If you go to the project templates, you can see our project template demo which we created recently, and you can see what all documents are part of the project. You can able to see clearly here. And also earlier I have created few of them are also shown here. Like this, you can able to access the same, and you can able to manage the life cycle where used, and the origin also can be traced. It is still in draft mode. I think you all know with the help of Altium 365 Pro subscription, you can able to manage your content life cycle in terms of templates, components. Those life cycle can be managed by you locally. Okay. Now let us see how we can use the template what we created uh, to a new project. Before that, let us close this project. I have closed this project. Now let us go ahead. The same how you create a new project. Just go to File, New Project. You can see here earlier it's default demo, but now it is showing the project template demo. It is showing asked us to give the name. Yes, I just mention it as a test PCB. Okay, just click on create. When I selected the particular project demo template and I given name as test PCB, you can see the project name as test PCB. Everything has got the same name, including the output. See, there is no need of creating everything manually. Just I just selected the appropriate template, has given a meaningful name to the project. All the documents are created without any issues. Now, um, let us have how this we can manage among that teams as we have discussed in the previous slide. Once your schematic capture has been forwarded to the layout team, once the layout placement is complete, again it has been forwarded back to the hardware engineer for reviewing purpose. And we don't have any centralized location to manage all this stuff in a single place. Then it will be going lot of copies. And at the end of the day, we don't know which one is the final copy. To overcome this, if you manage your data in a centralized location, you can overcome these challenges. We have an RTM 365, which helps you to manage your data in the cloud. Just right click on this project and just say make project available online, and you can just the same name, and just has inbuilt version control, which help you to multiple team mates can work on the project. And also we have full history control also will be available. Just click OK. Now, yes, it's been part of the Altern365 workspace. You just click on open Altern365. It will open in the browser. You're able to visualize the same in the browser, the project. And from here, you're able to share with your colleagues for reviewing purpose. They no need to install any Altium viewer for reviewing. They can directly open the Altium 365 web browser and they can review the designs. We have see here what all files are part of the project. Instead of file panel, we are seeing here a panel in the Allen 365. But here there is no data inside. I just go ahead and show you the files which are already pre saved with some design data. I'm going to show you those files. These are projects you can see here, schematics. And if you click on the particular component, you can see the information about the particular component description, put information, location on the PCB, and also the parameter information of the project. And you can click on the PCB, it will highlight the location where it's been sitting on the PCB. You can do the cross probing in 3D and also BOM also. You can cross probe. And the beautiful thing here is we can able to do the commenting also. If you want to see here, you can able to see here, you go here, you can able to switch off the layers and enable one layer, and you can able to verify your design without having Altium viewer. You can see the board in 3D. Okay, BOM also can be seen. If you want to do any comment, just go here, comment, place a comment, and you can able to place a comment here. You can able to mention the person whom you want to assign this one to look into this. And if you click on post under task, you can see here what all task we have assigned. It will be shown here. Okay, this is how you can able to easily manage and share your designs by using the Altium 365. Yes, sir. This is all about the how project templates can improve your design